So this is Born to be Wilder, and this is my team that I'm taking down to QPR to bring back 3 points from Loftus Road, or the Madrid, Loftus Road, whatever it's called at the moment, from QPR. Starting off in goal, as always, Mr. Reliable. He'll have been disappointed with the third goal, as we've talked about, against Leeds United. But Michael Cooper, still the best goalkeeper in the Championship. No doubt in my mind. Would not swap him for anybody, and he starts off between the sticks. Right back, I'm going Hamza Chowdhury. Thought he did really well when he came on. We don't know the extent of Clark's injury. We've talked about Alfie Gilchrist being injured at the moment as well. We're not entirely sure of Femi Sariki's situation at the moment. So with that in mind, I thought Hamza Chowdhury did an admirable job at right back. He has played there for Leicester as well, so it's not completely out of his comfort zone or out of his depth. I think he did a good job there, and I'm happy with him being in this side at right back. I'm starting Rob Holding. I am playing my best team that I can put out here. I'm starting with Rob Holding. I've given my reasons prior to this, and ultimately, I just think this is the best defensive pairing. So Rob Holding starts, and alongside him is Anel Ahmedhodzic on the left-hand side of defence. I think Anel has played very well recently, and he has been rewarded with a couple of goals now, which sees him in his old, hopefully, Championship vein of form. But I actually think he'll be even better with somebody like Rob Holding next to him. And that's just my personal opinion. I'm happy to take your comments down below if you completely disagree with me. And it is harsh on Jack Robinson, there's no doubt about it, but I'm going with the players I think make our best 11. Harrison Burrows as left back may have been disappointed, certainly with the last 20 minutes. I thought Dan James, who is one of the form players in the league at the moment, it has to be said, but I thought Dan James had him on toast a little bit, as is the insane, isn't it? But he is rapid, and I'm not sure anybody really can keep up with him. But I still think he is the best left back in this league. I'm delighted that we've got him, and he starts and completes my defence. In centre midfield, two lads who can hold their head high. Starting off with the destroyer, I thought it was the man of the match against Leeds United. Absolutely superb performance from Vinny Souza. He's going to control the middle of the park for us, hopefully, in this game against QPR. And he's going to be partnered by Siddy Peck, who complements him really nicely, I think. Can go box to box. Looked a bit tired as the game went on. I was surprised that he wasn't the one brought off for Tom Davies. But again, we've got that option now from the bench, haven't we, to bring somebody like Tom Davies on to replace a Siddy Peck, and the quality doesn't drop off significantly. So options are there. The squad's looking better. And in front of them, this is a really difficult decision, actually, because I thought Ben Brereton Diaz played well. Probably his best game in a Blades shirt against Leeds United until he started to fade. I'm bringing Gus Hamer back because I think he's our best player. I thought it was disappointing, as we've talked about again, against Leeds United. But ultimately, he's the one player that can change a game in an instant. He gives us a spark that no other player can offer us. Gus Hamer has to start when fit, and he's in my 11. Next name is Callum O'Hare, who does all of the running in this side. Unbelievable engine on this kid, but how does he keep going? The press that this man forces, and he was a big part of our success early on against Leeds. Played well, Callum O'Hare. He's definitely in my side. Probably the most improved Blades player this season. And on the right, I'm sticking with Jezrin Raksaki. I'm hoping for more out of him in terms of his defensive duties. I think he did leave us exposed in the first half, but what he offers us going forward, and QPR, I don't expect to pose as the same level of threat as Leeds United did. What Jez can offer you going forward is starting to show a little bit more now, and his end product is coming. He certainly needs to work on that defensive side of his game because we were exposed against Leeds, and I think that's one of the reasons he got dragged eventually. But I am excited with what he can offer us going forward. I think he must terrify you if you're a fullback and he's running at you. And up front, I thought he had a really good game. Tyrese Campbell comes back into this side. It's great that we've got so many options now up top. I'm not convinced that Wilder starts with Tyrese, but I think he did enough to keep the shirt. We've also got great options in Tom Cannon and Kiefer Moore now coming off the bench. So we could well mix this up and go two up top. I think that'd be harsh on Callum O'Hare personally, but I'm sticking with Tyrese Campbell as the lone striker in our current system. But I could also entertain arguments for both Tom Cannon coming in, who I think has been unfairly criticised by some, and Kiefer Moore, who I think will be a real strong player for us in the last 10 to 12 games of the season. So this is my team, and I really like the look of it. I think it's probably the strongest team we can put out with our current fitness concerns. But let me know what you think. I'm sure some will disagree with the Robinson call. Some may disagree with the striker call. Some may want Ben Brereton Diaz in because it's harsh to take him out after a good performance against Leeds. I understand it all, but this is just my opinion on what my team would be. If you have anything different, then I'm happy to take those opinions either. If you think anything different, I'm happy to take your comments on that. But for now, that was Born to be Wilder.
Born to be Wilder. tale.